Okay, I think it's going live. It's starting. It doesn't say live on my end yet, but aha, there it goes. Okay. Hi everybody, my name is Margaret and welcome to my channel, Texas Gal Treasures. In this video, I'm going to be talking about a problem buyer situation and how I handled it and things that I think maybe I did right and things I think maybe I did wrong. And I am live, so if you are watching, say hey. And I am going to be asking you in a little bit towards the end. I had a moral dilemma that I may or may not have made the best choice on, but I want to get your take on it and see what you would have done. So hang out till the end or closer to the end, because I did something I'm not. Anyway, we'll get there. Okay, so I've always advocated for treating your business as professionally as possible. Don't let problem buyers get under your skin. Don't, just, it's whatever. It's not personal to you. I had a recent problem buyer, and I just wanted to come on and talk about it and just kind of show what all happened and what I said, what they said, and what kind of tipped the balance in this situation. Okay, so let me just jump into it. I can just talk around it all day long. So long story short, I sold a bracelet, and this is actually on Etsy, you guys, but this could go either way, eBay or Etsy. Hi, everybody in the chat. I sold a bracelet on Etsy, and I almost never have problem buyers on Etsy. I think this may be my first. So I sold this bracelet, and I had two very similar bracelets, and I sent the wrong one. Totally my fault. I completely take responsibility for it. But how things deteriorated amongst myself and the buyer, I'll leave it up to the correspondence. And I didn't share the person's name. I'm not going to. But anyway, so here's the message I received. It starts off really nice, so I'm super surprised at how far south it went. She says, "Hi Margaret, the bracelet I received today doesn't match the photo of the bracelet I ordered. I'll be returning this one, but I would still like to have the one I was expecting. Please advise, thank you." She wrote her name. So perfectly reasonable, cool, fine, okay, no problem. It happens, and I was very sorry and was, yeah, of course, going to send the right bracelet. So this is the one, she sent the picture. This is the bracelet she got. And then this is the bracelet she ordered. So, they're very similar. I mean, one is silver, one is a Monet bracelet, but as I was packing my sales up for the day, I just didn't notice. And it was totally my fault. I'm going through my little drawers, and I, open the drawer that has the wavy bracelet. I pull it out. You didn't? Okay, Michelle, I'll check on that after this. So I sent the wrong one. I completely take responsibility for that. But they are very similar. You gotta give that to me, right? Okay. So I wrote, "I'm so sorry for this mix-up. I'll refund the return shipping and get the correct one sent out. Sorry for any inconvenience, Margaret." Now, I could have just said, just keep the other bracelet. I mean, that's one of the things I could have done. But I'm like, you know what? Let's see if she'll send it back, fine. If she doesn't send it back, fine. But I'll just say, if she wants to send it back, I'll refund the return shipping. Cool. Okay, hi. Okay, so she writes again. She says, "Thank you. I just examined the one you sent. It's a Monet. I'm sure somebody will want it eventually. I look forward to getting the correct Mexican silver one as soon as you can get it to me. Unfortunately, this is a birthday gift that now will be hopelessly late." And now this is the part that in a little while we're going to talk about. Is it something I did that like maybe I shouldn't have done? but we'll talk about it. Okay. So then I don't respond right away. And so she sends another message. "When will you be sending the correct bracelet? I'm pretty shocked that this mix-up happened since the one you sent is a Monet and has no silver mark. This was a birthday gift, was needed in a timely way. How soon can you get the right one to me?" So it starts kind of falling apart. Now she's shocked that I mixed it up, which I know I made a mistake. I just hadn't got the, I just hadn't had a chance to get the right one in the mail. We were in Houston, right? So I hadn't made it back yet home to get the right one in the mail. It was just, there's nothing I can do. So again, I sent her another message. Again, "I apologize for the mix-up. I'm more than willing to refund the return shipping on the Monet bracelet. We're out of town, returning today, so the correct bracelet will be in the mail tomorrow." And this is where I'm like, okay, now she's shocked. She's getting a little bit worked up. I don't know how else to put it. I can see that this is getting to become a problem, right? I say, if you'd like to cancel the order for a full refund, I completely understand. Margaret. Thank you, Margaret. So she says, I still want the bracelet, and I understand that these mistakes happen sometimes. Could you possibly express the correct bracelet to me? Now, this is the point where you could decide, do I want to express the bracelet? Or, hi in the chat, yeah, she sounds stressed. Well, this is the thing. This is my thing. How people, it gets worse. But it's like, when there are people that treat waiters nasty, or they treat sales call people, when they're calling customer service to places, they feel like they can treat them in a nasty way. You know what I mean? Just because, I don't know, I'm a service industry person or what, I don't know. Yeah, she's getting annoyed with me. I'm trying to be as professional and polite and accommodating as possible. So at this point, I'm like, okay, I could express the bracelet. It will cost me $35 to express this bracelet to her. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that out of my pocket. So, I know there might be some sellers that say, well, you should just eat that and just do it and make that customer happy. But I didn't feel like it. Maybe I should have. We could go around and around about that. But I was like, you know what? I don't really want to. I won't express it, but I'd send her a message that said, hey there, I can express if you pay the difference in shipping. It'd be about $35 to ship express. So I said, I can invoice you a PayPal for $30. So I'd pay $5, because it's a little more than first class anyway. Let me know if you'd like to do that, and I can get it set up. Thanks, Margaret. Well, this may have been the tipping point for this lady. So she says, no, Margaret, I do not want to pay for express. And in view of the inconvenience you've caused me with your carelessness, I'm surprised that you would ask me that. Send it however you plan to. So at this point, I realize I don't want to do business with this person. And again, this is another point where another seller might say, you shouldn't be picky choosy about who you're, it's a sale. Sale's a sale. Just let it go. Let it go and send her the bracelet and take the money and run, which normally I would, whatever. Yeah, exactly, Sunny. Cancel it. Nothing's going to make her happy. Right? So at this point, I sent her a message and said, I'm going to go ahead and refund you. Thank you for your patience and understanding. Because I just no. At this point, it's becoming insulting, right? I was fully aware that I made a mistake. I was fully prepared to make it right. Send her chocolate. You send me chocolate. How about that, Chris? You send me chocolate. I was fully prepared to make it right and do all the right things, but I didn't need, you got to talk to people the way. Which she would, if somebody were treating her that way, would she still want to do business? Anyway, again, different sellers might handle it differently and say, just make the sale and just move on, right? But no. Oh. So she messaged back, I don't want a refund. I want the bracelet. Block. And that's the thing, I've never blocked anybody before. On eBay, on Etsy, I've never blocked anybody. And I was thinking about that. I was like, what if I go through all this and I relist the thing and she goes and buys it again? Then I just send it to her. Whatever, right? If she wants to, send her a Xanax. Because, honestly, if somebody's going to mess with you, they'll just create a new account. They'll get their brother to do it. They're going to, you know what I mean? So she's messaged me again, and she says, Connie, we'll get there. She says, sounds like she was pushy and maybe even late herself for getting the present. That we'll get there. She says, I see you've given me a refund, but I never asked for that. As I said earlier, I want the bracelet. Please redo my payment and send the bracelet to me. Well, first of all, I cannot redo a payment. So, no. No, she didn't ask for a refund. I just decided I didn't want to deal with her. I didn't want... She was borderline getting abusive. And so, I know it was borderline, and maybe I'm a little snowflake and can't handle someone calling me careless and picking on me, but whatever. Let's see. Oh, thrift shops has, so my block list is bigger than Santa's bad list. So I was just like, I don't even want to deal with you. I'll sell it again. I'll raise the price. How about that? What if I do that? Maybe I do that. I'm going to raise the price on this bracelet, and if she really wants it, I'll raise it the price of the Monet bracelet that she got that she probably won't send back. I'm not sure you can block. I haven't even looked, so we'll go see. I guess you can. Okay, so I messaged her back after this. This was my last message to her. And I wrote, I decided to go ahead and refund. I understand that it must have been very frustrating to get the incorrect bracelet. I did my best to resolve the matter as quickly and amicably as possible. I decided that canceling the order was in my best interest in this case. I'm not going to lie. I'm sorry if this was a disappointment. I understand that you still have the incorrect bracelet. You can return it to me a wish, and I will still honor the return shipping. It should be about I was thinking, like, as soon as I wrote that, I was like, she's going to send it express and want me to pay her 30-something bucks. I'm like, no. So I wrote, it should be about $3.50 or $4 first class. Or if you would rather not, I completely understand. You can keep it as a sign of my good intentions, ding, to have a positive transaction with you. I wish you all the best, Margaret. Okay, so that was the way it ended so far. Let's see, I delist the product and add it later. If she buys it at the higher price, she might be in for more issues. Yeah, so I don't have it back up yet. I didn't relist it yet. No, I didn't send it. And let's say I would block. There's no way to be happy, and she may be nicer to others. Yeah, I mean, I can go look. Honestly, I've never blocked anybody before. So I really never have, because I know, like, they'll just go sign up with a new username or get their brother or get their husband or whoever, right? Let's see. Oh, you can't see the chat if I do this. Well, I guess you can see it later because I'm live. So here was my dilemma, you guys. This is a moral thing. It's a moral or ethical. I'm not sure. So have you ever, let's do it this way. Have you ever Googled or Facebooked one of your buyers? Like when they were acting wacky. If you had a wacky buyer and you just want to know, like, what kind of cray-cray you're dealing with, have you ever, can you see where this is going? Have you ever looked them up on Facebook? Because I got her name and her, like, city and state. So I was like, man, who behaves this way? So y'all tell me if I did the wrong thing. I'm fully aware that maybe okay, good. So I did. I Facebooked her just to see, like, what, you want to look the person in the eye that's being the thing to you, right? So I did. I looked her up, and guess what? Guess whose birthday it was? No, she wasn't buying it for somebody else's birthday. It was her birthday. So she was like, "Oh, you Googled Earth? Oh, I have not. I'm not Google Earthing. That's a line I didn't cross." Yeah. So just like, but then to know, like, okay, now it's like, now she's stretching the truth. So it wasn't, well, unless somebody else around her happened to have the same birthday. So it was apparently her birthday. So it was very late for her own birthday present. So that's what happened. I have not got a response to my very lovely message to her, but yeah, we'll see how it goes from there. But I'm like, I didn't say the things I wanted to say, because I really wanted to say, like, P.S. Happy belated birthday, just to kind of let her know, like, ting, but I didn't, like, that would be wrong. That would be so wrong. There's a pattern with somebody. See, that's the thing. Like, I don't think on Etsy you can check the feedback people leave for other people. Maybe you can. I'm going to go look. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And I'll tell you, for sure. So, and it helped me to feel, like, less bad about it, because I knew she was kind of telling a bit of a falsehood, most likely. Oh, you can. Okay, so I'm going to go look and see. Well, let me go look, because I have it pulled up. Is that bad? You guys are here. I mean, I'm going to go click and see. Maybe. If I can't find it super fast, then I just won't. Oh, there's the button there. It says block this person. Okay, I could block if I wanted. I don't see anything offhand that shows what feedback they've left for people. I know on eBay you can. But anyway, reminds me of people who are promising. Yeah. I totally did. I did make a mistake, and I'm fully aware of that. But yeah, at what point, and here's the thing too, like, at what point are you like, well, I really need this sale, and I'm just going to deal with it and go ahead with it? Or at what point do you say, it's not worth it to me. It's not worth the money to have somebody treat me rudely and still get what they want. You know what I mean? So, I mean, part of me is just like, what if she Googles me? Well, she'll find this awesome video about her, and I can say, happy belated birthday, right to her face. I hope you had a really good birthday, and that your friends were really kind to you, and that you had an awesome story about a horrible Etsy seller that you could share with them. Okay. Yeah. I'm not even showing like her information here. I mean, I know there's groups that like trade bad buyers, like block this person, block that person, and they share it across the interweb, right? Yeah. So if it wasn't, I don't know. Anyway, so that's what happened, and I will let you guys know if I hear anything else. Okay, good. I was thinking like, okay, and then I had a friend a long time ago that was super nasty to like her. She had a housekeeper, and she was so mean to her, and we would go out to eat, and we weren't friends for very long. We'll just put it that way. We would go out to eat, and she was like really like degrading to, waitresses and stuff like that, and it was just, it reminded me of that. It reminded me of this ex-friend of mine that I had. So, Chris says, block. I had a woman stalk me over a $10 item. When I blocked her, she created a new account to buy it. I recognize the address. Well, this is true. I could totally do that. I mean, and that's why I wanted to look her up, because I'm like, sometimes you can see the crazy in their eyes. I mean, really, you just, unfortunately. And I don't like to use crazy, and that sounds really bad, okay? But you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes you can just look at a person and be like, oh, I need to tread lightly here, because this could be trouble. So this is not my first bad buyer. I don't get very many. I've had a couple, and I've probably had worse. But I don't know what it was about this one that just really irritated me. It really did. Yeah, most buyers are good, and most of the time, like, I didn't, while I was away, I had somebody else, they didn't buy something, but they were like, they had questions, and they sent me a couple of messages like, hey, you're going to measure that thing again for me, and so, I just said, I just was like, oh, I'm out of town, I'm going to as soon as I get home, I'll get that done, and he was like, oh, okay, no problem, no rush, be safe travels, most people are really kind, yeah, and that's the thing, like, it started at becoming like, at what point is it like I'm entitled to this thing, in the correspondence, I'm like, yeah, I know. So there was some trigger there for me, I guess. But, yeah, at what point is it like, no, no, I don't know. Anyway, okay. So I just wanted to come and talk to you guys about that. So as an educational thing, try to remain calm and respectful. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You love the chat. I'll let you work out this one. I'll send you the bracelet, Chris, and you can sell it to her. Yeah, but I really did try. And this is true. I have had there was an eBay seller, and she was like, on her, and she sold on eBay too, but she had bought something from me. It was American Girl dolls. That's what it was. I had these American Girl dolls. And this lady had bought them from me, and there was some problem that I couldn't resolve in me. I can't even remember what the problem was, but she was so ugly to me. But on her eBay thing, it was like all like Christ is love, and her profile picture was a cross, and just like Jesus is love. And so I was trying to play that up in my correspondence to her, have a blessed day, that kind of thing, just to like trigger that. Remember, Christian lady, it's time to like kick that patience in. Walk the walk, right? But no, it didn't work. It never worked. She never took the hint. So, yeah. These dolls look too much like dolls. Yeah, exactly. I can't remember what it was. What's my Etsy link? I'm Texas Gal Treasures everywhere. Texas Gal Treasures on eBay. Texas Gal Treasures on Etsy. Yeah. But, yeah, I figure... Bless her heart. I mean, just keep I don't even want it back. I mean, so if she sends it, fine. I'll refund her I don't know how I'd do it, though. I don't know how I'd send it to her, honestly. I would have to correspond with her and Oh gosh. I just keep the bracelet. I just need to message her back. Never mind. So oh. It's not her. It's Randy. Okay. Oh, I'm not going there, Chris. Okay. So that's my story, and I'll let you know if I have any updates. So, but I think we're good for now. I will relist that, and I'll have like a 25% price increase. So, and if you do watch this, lady, happy belated birthday for real, and have a blessed day. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Thanks for hanging out, everybody.